Alright, hi everyone. Hi. Now welcome to the night safari and of course to the creatures of the night presentation. First thing first, are y'all feeling good tonight?
Yes!
Come on, it's the start of the weekend. Let's try that one more time. Are you guys feeling good tonight?
Yes!
Much, much better. It's unusual. The most alien
Look up
species.
there!
This one.
Woo!
Once it has found a carcass, it will rely on other birds and animals to carry the part, and will only stop eating when the carcass has been stripped to the bone.
Ada banyak animal lah tu pasal.
As
So,
they
dia
come to
lambat.
an end, this sinister-looking scavengers prepare to rest, just as the creatures of the night
Dia ambil.
begin to awaken.
Lepas ni apa lagi? Clap your hand kan?
Betul.
As night falls, two worlds, one
Tu.
of sunlight,
Apa nama
the
dia?
other
Tu orang lah.
of moonlight, blends into one.
Tu.
Awal.
Animals like
Tu.
the common raccoon
Tu,
search
cute-nya.
for the last
Cute-nya.
So
before
cute.
heading home. Using his sharp claws,
Apa nama dia?
he searches
What?
for his favorite
Huh?
Bear.
insects,
Bear.
worms,
Bear.
Oh, bear. Cute-nya je.
and even
So cute.
Tu makan snail.
and when satisfied, he'll return home to the trees and settle in for the night.
Dia tak nak balik. Dia tak nak.
Angkat lah.
Now that was top a white raccoon.
Telo lah, macam telo je. Next apa next? Ke atas situ pun. Apa yang naik atas ni? Tadi burung naik, sekarang apa?
As daytime animals settle down to sleep,
Kat situ.
the forest comes to life. Hidden amongst the shadows, nocturnal animals emerge from the
Lion?
dark
Ya.
silhouettes of the forest.
Tiger.
With the body designed for speed and agility, a ghost-like marble fox appears along the forest trail.
Fox! Mommy
Known for their
fox!
clever nature, this fox is a versatile and skilled hunter. Using his supreme night vision and keen senses of hearing and smell,
Dia nak sembunyi
he searches
balik.
through the night for that elusive prey. Hunted for sport and for their beautiful fur coat, this amazing animal deserves our protection before they disappear forever. Now a very good evening once again, and welcome to the world of the night hunters. I've often been asked, how do nocturnal animals survive? Well, all night creatures have unique adaptations for survival in the forest. For example, the owls. Now joining us right now, there is Liana with Oscar. Now Oscar is a Eurasian eagle owl, and like the name suggests, they can be found in Europe and some parts of Asia. They are known to be one of the largest owls you can find anywhere in the world. Now let's move on to this staircase. Coming down with Mr. Calvin is Bulan. Bulan is a Malay fish owl, also known as a buffy fish owl. They can be found in Southeast Asia in countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and even right here in Singapore. Now a show of hands, how many of you believe me if I say that an owl is one of the quietest raptors when it comes to their flight. Okay, I see just a few hands. So for the rest of you, Bulan here is going to show you just how quiet he can be. But for that to happen, please remain seated, keep your flashes switched off, and focus your attention over to Bulan.
Are they gonna fly?
Whenever you're ready, Bulan.
Tu
Do
fly
not-
fly kat sana.
Do not.
Fly 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 fly.
I knew
Alright,
it.
how about a round of applause for Bulan
Clap your
for that really beautiful flight.
I knew they're gonna be quiet.
Now, but did you all notice that as Bulan flew over your heads, he made practically no sound at all? Now, the reason for this is because owls, they actually have softened edges on their wingtips. This gives owls the very, very unique ability
Dia panggil,
of
dia panggil.
silent flight.
Dia
Now,
panggil
owls, like
tanam
many other
fly.
birds, they also have a pretty unique
Tanam fly.
fact about them, and that is that they actually have 3 eyelids.
Isha, ni
One for
besarnya,
blinking,
Syah.
one for sleeping, and one for cleaning their eyes. In fact, the one that cleans their eyes goes up and down, left to right, sorry, instead of up and down.
Baru.
And there we go, a very, very nice flight back to the trainer. And seems like they are heading back, so how about we give a round of applause for Mr. Kelvin and Bulan, our Malay bush owl. Thank you. Now we are not quite done with the owl segment just yet. The reason why Oscar is still here on stage is because he is going to show you a very unique adaptation of the owl. And that is the ability to rotate his head. Now does anyone here want to guess exactly to how many degrees can an owl rotate its head? Anyone? 360. Good guess. Any more answers? 270. I hear some 270. Any more guesses?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Just shout out it out. 180, 360. Alright, a lot of different answers. Then they are all pretty good guesses, but the correct answer is 270 degrees. So for those of you who are thinking about
I should say
360, now that's pretty close to the correct answer, but 360 is a full circle, so the head will just pop off. Now I think that's enough of me talking. Let's have Oscar show you how it's done.
What's he gonna do?
And the other side. And there we go, 270 degrees. Now, do you want to see that one
Dia
more
boleh
time?
macam bird.
Alright, Diana.
Mommy, I can also. Mommy, look.
And there we go.
Tak nampak kan?
Mommy, I can do.
Now, owls, unlike you and I, they do not have eyeballs. Instead, they have tubular rods as their eyes. So they cannot rotate their eyes up and down or left and right. To compensate for this, they have to turn their heads a full 270 degrees to look around their surroundings. Usually eagle owls, like I mentioned earlier, they are one of the most powerful raptors in the world. As you can see, their wingspan can measure up to 6 feet in length. That's around the average height of a human male. And with that, they are ready to head back. So how about a round of applause for Liana and Oscar.
Liana.
Diana. Baba. Gerak gila.
Now from the kings of the skies, we will be moving on to the African continent. So for this
Tiger.
segment, please remain seated
Tiger.
and
Lion.
keep your masks on.
Dia lain.
Cat. Kat situ lagi.
What?
A famous hunter from the African continent. This animal possesses a keen sense of smell, able to detect carcasses from many miles
I'm
away.
lion. Tiger. Lion, tiger.
Lion tiger.
Lion ke tiger?
tu?
Ah,
The
lompan
largest
dia.
of all
Apa tu,
hyenas.
Syah?
Tiger.
This is the spotted hyena.
Hyena.
Spotted hyenas have powerful jaws able to
Sama nama
crush
dia tu?
bones of their prey.
Aina.
Tahu ayah tu.
Eagles.
Dia ambil macam tu je.
And with their excellent digestive system, they are able to digest their entire prey.
Dia ambil yang macam tu dah balik dah.
Hooves, horns,
Senang kan?
and
Mudah ni.
nose. Now many people think that hyenas are part of the canine family due to their dog-like features, but in fact, they are much more closely related to the cats. Now I hope you all enjoyed that past segment that was Gamba or Spotted Hyena. But let's move on to something a little more serious. As you are touring on the night safari, you will encounter many. Oh,
Cutnya.
this is Toffee. And Toffee, you saw him earlier on in the show.
Ah,
Now
mommy so
Toffee
cute. I
is
want
actually
it.
not an albino raccoon like many of you would think. He's just a cream-colored version of a common raccoon. For those of you who are close enough to see Toffee's eyes, you will be able to see that Toffee has a pair of beautiful brown eyes. An albino raccoon would have a pair of pink eyes. Well, I'm not quite sure what he is looking for in the bin here. Alright, seems like he's done. Now right now, Toffee is going to show you all a very unique feature of the raccoon. And that is their very, very dexterous paws.
Dia nak bawa.
So hopefully Toffee will be able to open the lid of this container and impress all of you.
Dia small
Like really trying very hard. Come on Toffee, you can do this. Really trying his best.
boy lah.
Boy.
Is it a bit too tight? Okay, maybe I will just help him a little. Come on, Toffee. He's really trying very hard. But let me help him a little. Alright. Oh, you want this bottle back? Okay. Let me help him a little bit. Since he's really trying so hard. Toffee. Oh, he's biting the bottle. Okay. Toffee. I think it's easier now. No? Okay, I'll loosen it a bit more. Toffee.
Make it so fast.
Okay, I think it's easy enough for him.
Come boy.
Alright.
Dah
And
buka.
there we go. Now raccoons, yeah, I think you did a pretty good job.
Sekarang
Now
makan
raccoons,
makanan.
they have really dexterous paws, which helps them to open up lids of the bottle and
Habis
containers,
dia makan.
just like this. They actually have 5 digits, much like you and I have. Now right now, Toffee is really enjoying the juicy treat that is inside that bottle, which is actually one of his favorite food, and that is a very nice piece of apple. For those of you who missed that, Toffee will be moving on to an even larger bottle over there.
Cute kan?
Kisah tengah ni.
Now, of course, in the wild, they will not come across things like jars and containers, but what they will come across are things like crabs and snails. So they use their very dexterous paws to dig the juicy flesh inside.
Tolong.
Now, right now, Toffee, let's move on to the second bottle. Alright, Toffee, well done.
Cepatnya. Yang tu lambat. Ni cepat.
Now, unfortunately, the dexterity of a raccoon's paws also mean that they are able to get into people's homes by opening up doors and windows.
Yeah.
But this situation is not entirely their fault, because our towns and cities, they have come too close to their natural habitat.
Sama cik nak
So with the ever diminishing forest,
Nak
there's no
pegang.
choice but to
So-
come into
so
our
apa,
world to feed and to survive. And
Dikit
off it
lah.
goes. That was Toffee for all of you.
Clap your hand.
Now let me clear up this bottle. Alright, now it makes me wonder what we humans throw away that can attract animals like Toffee. So let's take a look. We have a paper carton, a few plastic bottles, and 2 tin cans. Now, of course, all these items on the floor, they would disappear if we all started to use items like this reusable water bottle. Now, the items on the floor right now, they actually have one thing in common. They can be one more time, a little louder, they can be recycled, that is right. Now, coming out in just a bit will be 2 of my favorite assistants. They are Bailey and Bubbles, and they will be showing you all what we can do to start to make a difference. Bailey and Bubbles, they are Asian small-clawed otters, the smallest species of otters in the world. Keep your eyes over on this side of the stage, and it's Bailey and Bubbles, our Asian small-clawed otters. That's right, I'll be on Pink Bubbles, and Bubbles going for the tin cans as usual. That's right, in the aluminum department. Come on, Bubbles. Clearly you can see who is the professional, and it is not Bubbles. Bubbles! Alright, 1 down, 1 to go. Alright, Bubbles, you did this before.
Ni tadi yang
Come on,
fry saya.
just push it in. So close, Bubbles. Bailey's already done it 3. Come on, Bubbles, you can do this. Bubbles, just let it go.
Bisa tolong.
Come on, Bubbles. Alright. We are done with the tin cans and we are done with the plastic bottle. But the paper carton. Paper cut. Bye. Do it myself. Okay. Now I still think that they did a fantastic job. So how about we give it up for Bailey and Bubbles, our Asian small-clawed otters. Now I think it's their way of saying, if they can do it, so can we. So here is where I need all of your help. The paper carton, where does it go? That's right, others department. Now Bailey and Bubbles, they may be small, but they share a very important message. And that is that we can all reduce, reuse, and recycle. That is right. Now with that, sadly, our journey through the night has come to an end. But let's not forget the lessons that we have learned today. From the owls in the sky to the raccoons on the forest floor, they all want to share a message. And it is that we can all protect their cousins in the wild and the fragile environments that they call home. But remember, what you do makes a difference, and it is entirely up to you to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Because after all, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it for us. With that, have a great night at the Night Safari. Joining me on stage, this is Ashikin with Rainbow, our great horned owl, and this is Zuhairi with Mulan, our British owl. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Have a great night. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.
Dah macam ni je.
Cepatnya.
Please remain seated and wait for our presenters or operation friends to call out to your row to exit. Now we'll direct you to the exit point, and once you have exited from the amphitheater, please do remember to practice social distancing by keeping at least 1 meter away from the next group of guests. With that, thank you for your understanding, stay healthy, and take care.
The